Well, Toku fans, I'm back with another video review, episode 2 of Ohsama Sentai King-Ohger. And this is just as a better episode as the first one. I think it's a great approach to develop each Sentai episode by episode. That's something the series has been doing since back in 2021 with Kikai Sentai Zenkaiger. Wow, too many characters introduced in the first episode, but the other Zenkaiger is introduced later on in the episodes. Well, we spend time on it a little bit. Yeah, they're passing that either way. But I like how they just focus on one Sentai per episode. Give them all amount of focus. Which I think that's a great idea, actually. It gives them more time to focus on that specific character. Instead of just trying to make their personality shine in the first episode. Instead of having them all meet the episode one by one. Kind of like Prequel in a way. Where the team of Q is introduced episode by episode. I think you're trying to follow the example. I think they ripped off Wind's Club in a way in this episode. I care, but I'll get to that joke in a bit. I'll get more into that joke in a little bit. Anyway, this is a great episode. Loved Yama. I'm still calling Gust. But Yama sounds interesting. And I go back and forth on the name, but when else we'll just see. So yeah. I'm trying my best to remember. Gear's the only one with one name, by the way. So yeah, I think that there's going to be a lot of conflict with the main Red Kingdom. You know, where the Kurogata Kingdom is calling it. If I remember the name. It looks like they're going to be secondary antagonists with the series. That's going to be an interesting one. There's still theories that Gion may be royalty as well. It's a possibility. That may make sense why he's able to activate it. Long Lost World. Not the first time Sentai's done something like that. A orphan story. I mean, your pet family were powerful people. I don't know if Sentai's actually done that probably before. Anyway, some episodes of other Sentai seasons have been on YouTube. Taiyo Sentai Zombokan. No, wait. I did watch a bit of that episode. It's not bad. No, wait. But I also watched the first episode of Battle Fever J from the first official Super Sentai which was by Toy back then. Now it's probably the third. And Battle Fever J's first episode was alright. But the reason Super Sentai even exists is thanks to Marvel and Toy's collaboration with the creation of Spider-Man in the 70s. In the early 70s. I think it was in 1973 or 74. Yeah, I think it might be either 73 or 74, depends on the comic writer. Because that story was such crossover with, well, on the comic writers, I can't remember which one it's called, but basically the one with the bulky chest, armor chest, or something, I don't know. So yeah. And Super Sentai Super Sentai already was airing. No, actually, Spider-Man was already airing in Japan at that point. After Gosei Sentai, after Go Ranger and Jack Dengaki. Well, all in Japan. And the first Super Sentai, Go Ranger, last over 90 episodes, which is the longest Super Sentai series to date. And Jack Dengaki is the shortest. Anyway, let's get to the review. So the episode was a recap of the last episode with a narrator, not by any of the characters, but a narrator for the start of the last episode. But recap of what happened and continue where we left off. With Geo in big trouble that he's basically goes. But he's really rescued by Yama. He takes it to Ed Scopa, his kingdom. There's a guy gonna start in that scene where Geo doesn't even says, what? That made me laugh. That literally made me laugh out loud. Surprisingly, there's no opening this episode either. Why? I think there's not. I think the opening's gonna debut once all five King-Ohgers united. So maybe 3 more weeks. Might be united in 3 more weeks. It'll be united in 3 more weeks, obviously. But I can't wait for the opening now. As I said, this episode focuses on Yama. I kind of like him too. I only said like I like Gio the most last episode because he's the only character we focused on more. But I also like Yama too. I can't wait to learn about all the other characters. And again, we saw glimpses of the personality in the last episode, but Gio was the lead focus, which isn't a bad idea. So, yeah. As the news is spread about what happened to all the kingdoms as Yama arrives with Gira. Gira, being the bad guy, says he'll, take down his kingdom, destroy this kingdom, take down Rackley's. Well, Yama tells him to go ahead, baiting him. Yama already knows he's not a bad guy. That's actually pretty cool. I do like Yamagata's style. I think he's the only character to have. I think Gira and Yama are the only 2 main characters that actually have a bit of color streaks in their hair. Because the other ones just have regular hair. And the actress playing Himeno is definitely. The actress playing Himeno is obviously wearing a wig. Because if you don't know, in Japan, because of the specific cutouts they're born in, they can only have. Their hair color can only be black or brown. And obviously grey because they'll get old. Those are the only hair colors you can get. Unless they're mixed race. But a wig is obviously a wig. Should look at what all those actors have been in. Oh. And it's so surprised I'm older than most of the Geeks actor cast. Not joking. I started watching Kamen Geeks last year, like 2022. I'm literally older than most of the characters in the show. I'm actually more older than most of the actors, actually. God, that's just so weird that me being older than the actors on the show. Because this is a show for kids. Anyway, what Yama wants to know is how he was able to create the Megazord last episode. And how was he able to activate, be able to reawaken Kurogata? Gio has no clue, obviously, because, again, well, I really don't like Rackley's either. He just causes such a tools. Anyway, a line he says a little bit later is what his current feelings calls him. I do like this kingdom as well. But did Scuba rip off Zenith from Winx Club? Yeah, you probably don't know what I'm talking about, do you? Okay, wait, sorry. Winx Club is a 2004 Italian series created by Ichino Straffi, where the fuck is this pronounced? And released on. Winx Club is an Italian anime series created by Ichino Straffi and company Rainbow, and aired on Italian television in 2004. Sabia Putaiwa pretty cool began in Japan. But and one of the characters, Tetler, is one of planet full of technology, which is later to be called Zenith, which doesn't appear until season 5 or season 6. That's it. It doesn't appear until season 6. 5. Shit. 5. Yeah, it appears in season 5. The whole pollution story. That's a whole thing. I'm going to cover it on my animation channel. So subscribe to that if you want to see that review someday. But yeah. I've done something, well, not similar. I think it rips off a bit, takes elements from Winx Club. Because, again, it's still popular since 2004. Didn't do it. Interesting that in Japan, another Magical Girl series came out. The rival success of Winx Club. But there are two known Cure Black and Cure White. I would love to see a Winx Club and Precure crossover. Be interested. Well, both shows, and I know it actually is in Japan, really. I'm losing focus. Alright, let's just get back into it. So, so, nothing. Moments. So after that, the bad guys attack. So Yama and Gira show up and both transform. They do separate ones at first. Gira's the first to transform, then we cut to Yama's transformation. Royal arms. I don't know, it's mostly his nails are painted. Like, Yama screams punk. And then the first time we had a main character looks like a punk in the Tokusatsu series. Carmina Forest, I think that's what it's called. The main rider, he looks like a delinquent in a way with a hairstyle. This goes like 100 friends. I do plan to cover Forest someday on this channel, so keep that in mind. But as I done with Photography pretty cool, I'm gonna be moving on to some more Super Sentai. Give those the review Kishu Sentai v Soldier before Power Cosmic Fury comes out. There will be Power Rangers Dino Fury. I also plan to cover the Power Rangers counterparts of the shows I revealed, like Gokaiger. Oh, Gokaiger is gonna be one as well. It's all fair. You get the point. Anyway. And Tombo Oja makes his debut this episode. I love those suits. Again, I'm not sure if the Kates were introduced back in Jack the Gaki or Maho Sentai Majiranger. But only Jack the Gaki and Balpi J, the only Sentai seasons not to have Sentai in their name. The first official Sentai season used Sentai. It was Taiyo Sentai Zombokan. Or was it Denji Sentai Denji Man? Ah, shit, I'm so sorry, where was I? So basically, the monsters have blood. Oh, that's a fast. Yeah. When Gira and Gamma slash these minions, blood appears. It's different color, but blood splatter appears. I think that's the first time bad guys actually show blood. The monsters actually show blood. I'm not sure though. Please let me know in the comments down below if this is true or not, as I have no clue. So, and I I assume there's the main bad of the series, the big boss. Sometimes the boss is introduced early on. So, and that's just one of his minions. The only two we see, but we'll probably see more on a bad guy show up soon as part of the main villain cast. And it's interesting. This is the first time this season don't actually have a monster Mostly the regular monster in the episodes. Even though it's a Monster of the Week series. Well, the first two episodes, I assume, Monster of the Week. So anyway, hey, they are looking for sort of a treasure, but Gus has no clue. Yama has no clue what they're talking about. But I don't believe him. They want it by sundown. So yeah, after they leave, they transform. Hercules makes an announcement that Yamagus is a traitor, and Kuba will be cut. They'll cut off Ed Kuba from the any kid from their kingdoms, from their alliance, and they actually did plan to invade them in the first place. They're a bunch of asses. I'm curious to know why. I'll get to that actually. So I don't want to talk about cute, but I'll get to that anyway. Since Yama is open or did live lab and is having a fugitive, is they need to clear small but kid is cut off. They have 24 hours until sundown to return the fugitive and apologize to Heracles. We can see we can really hate Heracles. Yama is right not to trust him. Anyway, Yama is not too happy. Anyway, his citizens are not too happy. By the way, he's called President. Or Pres, not King. But there's a reason for that. So yeah, the residents get pissed. Um, by the way, according to the subs, he has a habit of calling them Tanukis. I don't get it. Tanuki means raccoon dog in Japanese, by the way. But I have no clue what that has to do with anime. Like, what's that supposed to mean? Like, just dogs barking? Oh, must be a reason, but I don't know. Anyway, they challenge it to a battle, not a fight though. They challenge it to a unique way that and what Yama's kingdom does is a hack battle. Yama's really skilled at hacking too. He beats all of them. I mean, Gail's not exactly happy with Yama's response in the first place. Yama's gonna put his people in danger just because he doesn't like Reckless. That's it. Bit of an argument and stuff. So he reveals to Yama about what. Well, he doesn't exactly reveal that he was planning to invade the kingdom after. Yeah, because he does put on what that Reckless thinks of his people as tools. Well, if you ask me, I think he's a total tool. If you know what I mean. Anyway, Yama has to make a decision. So some don't finally advise. So, by the way, Ian makes a comment kind of saying it's ironic. He hates Radcliffe for a lot of things, especially when he does, he's but because he doesn't like him, he's gonna do the same to his people that Radcliffe is doing with his. So anyway, sundown arrives. After sundown, the guards are about to take in so yeah, Yama and Gira there. Gira's tied up this way. I do like Yama's servant. He's just funny. He's really good for. Well, you can know. So by the way, is that hey, they are official kids except for Gira. He's a King-Ohger. The only other Sentai I know that's not royalty, but is considered known as king, is Daigo in Student Sentai Kyoruja. You just go check out a review on that because again, I really do like that season. The characters I love, they're fun, but the first few episodes are a bit rushed. They could have done the story a little better. Anyway, um, Yama doesn't bow to them. At least he tells the citizens to trust him. He knows what he tells the citizens to trust him. That pisses off. That clears that Yama and Recluse will never see eye to eye. They're Yama is considered a traitor. So yeah, Gyu's upset by this, but the citizens are happy. They respect him. They respect Yama for a reason. Now not just he worked his way up from the top to become where he is today, because how much he hates Recluse. I agree. Reckless is a total prick. And I cannot wait to see him get his ass kicked. Hell, it's possible that he gets turned into a monster later in the series. Possible. I'm sure that film's gonna be empty, but are all the fights gonna be taking place in these kingdoms? I'm curious to know how that's gonna be. Like, are they gonna be fighting in all the kingdoms, or gonna be entering our world? We'll have to wait and see till past episode 5. We'll see. So I might, judging by the names, I say, yeah, Rita will be the 4th and Kaguragi will be the 5th. So he'll be the final one to join, like in 3 more weeks. So yeah, he was confused with what's going on. Anyway, I'm also sure I'm not going to be a treasure, but Yama doesn't know what they're talking about either. Says he doesn't want to have. Says he doesn't hand it over. They summon a monster or really gigantic size. As I said earlier, there was no regular sized monster in these 2 episodes because all we had was just giant robot fights in the last 2. This is actually the first for the series. There's always a monster, a regular sized monster that they'll send at the base before it goes big, whatever reason it goes. So yeah, so Gyu and Yama both transform. Like how they shorten the transformations a bit. Now, since the transform you quite hit all the buttons, and well, I still just by visual transformation images we see in the characters transforming. Like we seen a video of the cast before when they're doing their transformation on behind a green screen. So we know they each. So we're gonna cut to each of the main Sentai hitting a specific button of their color and send them part of the sword of their color, which I find clever. It keeps it short and doesn't get repetitive. But how's the 6th Avenger going to be introduced? Think about it. How's the 6th teammate going to be introduced later this year? Like, there's only 5 kingdoms, unless there's a secret kingdom. Or it could be like a guy situation if the characters are going back to our regular world. Like, there'll be regular. Who knows? You know, it's possible that they gain the 6th Major will gradually gain their powers or make their own powers. Who knows? We'll just have to wait and see. So yeah, Giant Mech Summit and how it can fly depends on maybe because of the big pilot. Again, I do like the inner mech this time. More techno advanced though. Ooh, instead of the traditional cockpits. The traditional cockpits we've been seeing. I like how it looks more futuristic. Instead of just standing there or sitting. It's always calm, but instead they're in the air strapped to some type of device. And it's kind of like I don't know how to put it. I don't want Right simulator, I think. I don't know. I think it's what symbolizes parachuting. It's kind of like a parachute strap and stuff. Yeah, like, just look at the images, okay? I'm not going to explain this, but I do like uniqueness. An epic fight with help of the entire kingdom. The monsters defeated. And we now understand why people respect him. Why he's called president. Because there's no hierarchy in the series. In this kingdom. No higher person, no rankings. They're all just regular people. They know each other. They just people who just do like what they like. Instead of just being part of a social hierarchy. That's what Gino wants to. Because you think Yama's gonna say it, but now it's kind of funny. But then the mech of the Yellow Ranger, the Kamakiri shows up and adopts them. So that makes it was sent by Himeno. She's heard about this. I'm curious to know why she did that. Is she curious and or fascinated? Or just wait? But that's where the episode ends. Next episode will focus on the character of Himeno. Again, we saw a glimpse of her personality. It'll focus on the selfishness of Kyo not liking her because she's selfish. But she may be selfish, but she is willing to risk her life for her kingdom. So she's not a bad person. So I'm looking forward to the next episode. Sorry this went on long, it's tricky to remember, but thank you guys for watching. If you enjoy my content, please hit the thumbs up button. Want to see more, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, be up to date, over the content feature. I'll see you guys next time for more stuff, possibly for Indiana Jones. I'm going to cover the last two films this week, by the way. I do. I gotta cover the last two. Then I'll be prepared for the fifth film that's coming out this year. So thank you guys. I'll see you next time. I don't know. I always watch them. Alonzi.